Okay, you guys, tonight is part product review, part electronics school. Um, so, I got this thing off of Wish. They claim that this is a 3,000 watt solar panel, a 3,000 watt solar and charger. Now, I'm not sure about this, but if you just look at those cables, those look a little tiny to be carrying 3,000 watts. Now, just to do a little math here, so if we look at the formula for power, so so if we want to know how many amps that wire has to carry, so we look at the basic formula, P, I, and V. So now the way you figure this is that, so if you want to know I equals current, V is voltage, P is power, and that's measured in watts. Okay, so we look at this basic triangle here. The way you figure any of these, so say you want to know current, you just take P over V. So your equation would be P over V equals I equals current. So that's the way that works for calculating power. A simple equation, so if, say you know the amount of current and you know the amount of power. Well, it would be P over I equals V. Say you know current and voltage and you want to know power, well, that's I times V equals P. So it's a simple way to remember all of those different equations. Now, so in this occasion, so I've got I want to know I, but I have power and I have voltage. So if I take my power, allegedly 3,000 watts, and this only looks to be 12 volts at most, but more than likely it's 5 amps because it's actually got a USB connection on the back here. So if I flip this thing over, so this thing it doesn't have a voltage marked on it, but essentially we can assume that that's a 5-volt thing. So I mean, even if so let's be generous with it, because that'll make, well, actually, let me show you both ways. So you divide by 5, or if you want to, draw it out the proper way, you would do 3,000 divided by 5. Here we go. And then, 600 amps. 600 amps. Now, if you're not an electronics expert, I mean, even if you're kind of casually aware with how much current, what that number means, that wire ain't no way that that's carrying 600 amps. Just for fun, okay, so let's do the math again. So if we take 3,000, oops, messy handwriting, and let's assume 12 this time. So 2, 24, okay, drop down to 6. Oh, okay, so that looks like that's gonna be fair. So 5 and 0. So there we go. 3,000 divided by 12, 250 amps over that wire. I don't think so. So, I mean, obviously, most of you, if you've been on Wish, you kind of know if you've bought stuff, you've got it in the mail months later. You kind of know what to expect from them. Yeah, so it goes along with my cameras, my little action cameras that I bought from them. They claim 1080p. Nah, not even close. All right, so hope the little math lesson was fun. Good night.